Hello and welcome to Between Sets. Today we are in Innisfil Township with Mr. Kyle Wauchope. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here with us today. So tell us a little bit more of your history of music and growing up. Do you remember getting your first guitar?
The first guitar, yeah. That was a Yamaha from my dad, probably about like 16, 17. I just got into it. Innisfil Beach Road. Shout out to TJ's Music, who taught me my first lesson.
I remember that story. It's been there for quite a while, yeah.
You know what? It's that was probably the time where I really knew that that was it. Because I remember coming back from his place from a guitar lesson, and I came back with an electric guitar, and my parents didn't want any of it, if you will. It was no amps, no, just acoustic. So, and that's where I kind of learned. And to be honest, that was a crazy summer for me. I stuck down to practicing. I think it was year 2000, to be exact.
Yeah. How was your first gig? Do you remember getting your first gig and that experience? How was that?
Pretty awkward, you know. Yeah. But they happened, you know. I remember Linda and Mike, they asked me to do their wedding, and that was one of the first opportunities. And I remember this. I turned down Green Day and Blink-182 concert to perform at their wedding, and that was kind of one thing I learned, if you will, about the industry from my mother. She asked me to perform at their wedding rather than go to the concert.
That can be a tad nerve-wracking.
It was, you know, not to blame her, but that was part of the, you know, once you sign up for a gig, you are signed up for the gig, especially when it's a wedding.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
you have to pull through on that one, especially when it's family.
Right. So
what was your influences growing up writing?
You know, I like to always keep it as Canadiana, if as possible, you know. Obviously, Tragically Hip, Sam Roberts, The Trues, Glorious Sons, Blue Rodeo. I could keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm running out of letters and stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, that's what I say. That's one thing I noticed, even like from some of your videos. You have this real down-to-earth Canadian sound, if there is such a thing. But you know, it includes the campfires and some wobbly pops and having a great time.
And that
seems to be, at least that's what I got from watching you know, live in your videos as well.
Well, that's what I'd like to make people feel, as being a part of. You know, kind of where I even started from. Like, even like, where was your first gig? It was kind of the fire pit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't, you know, the first paid gigs was out in being places, but the first gigs were at the fires. Okay. And those were some of the best, you know?
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah, right. Great times, always a good time around a campfire. Yeah. Right. We're going to listen to the song Betty pretty soon. Do you mind telling us a little bit more behind the lyrics behind that one?
Absolutely. This one's about my grandmother, and I was lucky to see her and perform this to her on her birthday, September 15th. And, you know, it was, I kind of got her blessing to play this song because she is now passed. She suffered from dementia, and she was in a home for a very long time. But she's in a better place now.
Yeah. Good.
And that's is important and the most important thing. But you know, I got another grandmother's blessing. It was Vanessa's. I went and played that to her grandmother about a month ago now, and I kind of got the nod that, you know, play this because it means something, and to me it means a lot because. It's my kind of nod to, you know, obviously my grandmother, but kind of where everything is. You know, it was kind of like the COVID times and not being able to see her and family, and everybody kind of got to deal with that, and everybody's got a grandmother.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so,
yeah.
Anyways.
To Craig Road, your good looks short it stayed.
the past fears, though your memories seem to fade. Away from the window, since that's the only way today. Well, I guess we can't complain, as long as we remember yesterday. Waking up in a new home, it seems like every day. Feeling so alone, it just won't go away. Turn down the radio, wishing you could play. But hey, well, I guess we can't explain, as long as we remember yesterday. Pictures of families all become unglued. Everything we say to you all becomes untrue. We're getting upset, but we're not trying to. So anyway, I guess we can't complain, as long as we remember yesterday. I'm trying to. Finding anything is so damn hard to do. What am I looking for? Oh, my other shoe. Well, that's a shame. Well, I guess I can't complain, as long as I remember yesterday. So they say, as long as we remember yesterday.
I know you had written a song for the late Frank Thompson. We talked about that earlier as well, and you performed it as you were part of a fundraiser I was working with at the time. Can you tell us a little bit more about that song? Because it's one, again, you were kind of put into a tough spot to perform.
Yeah, it was actually his daughter, Cindy, actually asked me to play a song that Frank recorded, but he kind of didn't have a melody to. And he had lyrics, and he asked me to, play this song. And it was really, the day before a funeral, being asked to play it was pretty tough.
Yeah.
But I got the lyrics, I got the song, I figured it out. I know Frank would have been happy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. How did you find over the last couple of years, kind of jumping into, the last year or two? All of a sudden, we've had an explosion. Everyone we've talked to seems like we're booked like crazy. Things are going a little nuts. Did the same thing happen to you since things have kind of changed a little bit?
Yeah, and I think it's kind of just a networking thing too, because I found that if I'm not able to take a gig, I'll pass it on to somebody else. Yeah. And in return, you not hope for the same, but and not even expect, just whatever. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Just I kind of live my life as what kind of goes around comes around. And, and it seems to be working.
Good. Any artists around town that you'd like to work with or have worked with that you really enjoy working with?
Well, right now I've been performing with just mostly two percussion artists, if you will, Adam O'Connor and Gary Madden. I'll give a shout out to him because he's a good bud. And they've been kind of helping me kind of push my solo thing, if you will. I was lucky enough to have Jeff Brown do the guitar work on my latest 4 songs that I've got recorded. And Dane from We Love Sound is actually the person that did the bass and recorded all that stuff.
Nice.
And mixed and mastered. So shout out to We Love Sound and Dane and all that, because yeah,
that was my next question, was what do you have coming up as far as recording? Is the tracks you just, and people you just mentioned, is that fairly fresh, or is that
very so like it kind of takes some time, and I'm kind of finding this out the hard way, if you will. But last April I did like the first recording for Not Even, and it almost like took almost a year to get a video and everything finished and finalized and be happy with it. But you know, working with who I am now is really helping out, and I'm happy with the. I'm excited to share what I've got coming.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Yeah, nice. Where do you think all this is going to be in a few years' time? Do you plan on staying with doing the solo thing and just directing towards concentrating on your own material and marketing yourself?
I think so. You know, right now it's kind of the vibe. It's kind of where I'm the path I'm on. But I'm open to obviously many things, but right now my focus is my solo stuff, and I'm happy with it.
How do you find playing now? Do you find the crowds are receptive? I know some people have that challenge of keeping that audience captivated and keeping their attention. Do you have that issue, or is there secrets that you have that sometimes work that are able to keep people's attention? Maybe a bit of humor, because you've got a great sense of humor.
You got to feel the crowd.
Yeah.
And whether you got kids or adults or, you know, seniors, if you will, you have to know what kind of genre do they want to hear.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I think a cool one with me is, or a cool story with what happened to me. Is a young man, Jake, 8 years old, asked me to play Sweet Home Alabama, and I hate that song. I hate it. But when an 8-year-old asks you to play a song, you play it.
You got it.
And I pulled it up on the iPad just to make sure.
He has parents in that room too, probably.
They were there. They were like right there, right? So I had to play this song, and guess what? It worked. And that's what got the crowd.
Nice.
And it honestly did. It had everybody singing that song, and it feels good, you know? Even though it's not necessarily the song I want to play, but I'm making people feel good, and what's that doing? It's reflective.
That's
right?
what it's all about.
And I think the most important thing is you have to love what you do. And for me, I like to be able to show that I'm having a good time on stage, because, like I said, the word reflective is what they're seeing, they're doing it back, and it's a mirror image, right?
Yeah.
And once they start singing, that's a different ballgame.
Oh yeah,
man.
You got them. You got them at that point.
So yeah, that's why I do it.
Yeah, good.
Right, and sometimes it's great when it's your own song, but I shouldn't have called. It was a bad mistake. I was drinking again, and it was awful late. We only share each other's heartache. It wasn't right for us to partake. Not even once more. Deleted numbers and locked doors. It's a shame, with everything we've done together. I was smoking again, and I was feeling the lesser, and all this extra built up pressure. It was hard for us to even measure. not even once, not even once more. Deleted numbers and locked doors, not even once, not even once more. Deleted numbers and locked doors. Vibrations were off. Was it worth the cost? You got so far away. Now I'm feeling lost, and all this pain will be forgotten. But for now I'm feeling kind of rotten. Not even once, not even once more. Deleted numbers and locked doors. Not even once, not even once more. Deleted numbers and locked doors. Not even once, not even once more. Deleted numbers and locked doors.
Do you get a chance to perform a lot of the originals, and how well do they go over with the crowd?
Yeah, they do work, you know, but you kind of got to sneak them in, right? You have to know when to put them in and place them.
Yeah.
You gotta keep things familiar for people so they're enjoying themselves. But if you can have a story and, you know, maybe catch their ear in whatever way you can, and that's you're doing it.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about the local scene as well, and how supportive it is, the fact that you said you can pass on other gigs. How do you find living in this area and doing what you do? Could you see yourself doing the same thing in other cities, or do you think this is it really is a really good community for music and sharing, et cetera, but this is support really that
this is one of the best places to play.
Yeah.
You know, we got Lake Simcoe right there. It's beautiful, it's green, the spring's coming. But I like playing to New Year's, you know. I like meeting people that may have not ever have a chance to hear what I've got going on. And that's what's special, to like get a reaction out of somebody I don't know, right? Because it's great to have family members and my friends and family to come out to the show. But when you get somebody in the audience that's not, I guess, blood related, or there to see you,
or fan,
and they're right, and they dig it. That's when I don't know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Do you find with marketing yourself now, do you do all of it yourself, or do you find people are coming to you, or do you really have to push yourself and get your name out there?
It's tough on both accounts, right?
Yeah.
As I can plug myself and spam everybody, yourself included, with sharing my music videos and etc. But it's tough. There's a fine line, because you want to be out there. And by the way, I self-market myself completely. No sponsorship or no help in any other way, other than my fiance sharing some stuff or my friends sharing my stuff. But it's a tough game, and you got to know when to, I guess, not be annoying, but be annoying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, you got to push yourself.
Yeah.
But like you say, you don't want to have people go, not him again, click.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of support then? Obviously you do from your fiance, the family support you too, and I know you've got a great group of following, especially from your crowd from home.
Yeah, I don't know, I like to keep the smile on people's faces.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Yeah. What do you think is the secret to doing that? Keeping people smiling, and is it is it the whole package of the songs they may reflect back on, or is it just memories they may have? Is there a secret to that at all, do you think?
Yeah, it's all the above.
Yeah.
Like I even had a lady come out last Friday at St. Patrick's Day, and this was a really cool one, and it hit me kind of in the feels because I don't know her name, I can't remember it. Sorry, but she thanked me because I joked it was St. Patrick's Day, and I said I'm playing the hip every half hour, on the hour, at least ish, and it's my favorite band. But I played that, and she thanked me. She lost her husband a couple years ago, and she thanked me for like playing that music, and she felt that he was in the room, and back to where these people that don't even know me, that made my night, and I made because I made that lady's night. And I'm sorry I don't know her name.
Can't remember everyone's name.
It made me feel really, really, really good that I could just give her a little memory, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So. We're also going to listen to the song Belly or Blues, which I love too. Could you tell us a little bit about the lyrics behind that?
Well, that one's kind of a funny one. It was a really, really late night with my neighbor, and like really late, and I just brought the guitar out, and he has a harmonica, but he can't play the harmonica.
At least he's got one. It's a start. You got to start somewhere.
So, all joking aside, love him, but it was just a kind of a joke thing, and I kind of got a melody going, and I started singing some lyrics, and then I listened to it the next day, and I was like, you know what? That might work. This isn't bad. Change up obviously a lot of the lyrics, but kind of once again reflective of that undetermined, kind of undecisive feeling of what COVID was going to bring, of what you're seeing other people do, and just our kind of like rights being taken away from us.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I do play that one, that's the most I've got people either snapping or tapping their toes, and that makes me feel really good, And to see once you said earlier is people's acknowledgement to your tunes, it feels really good, and I think that one to me is I don't know, if you will, it's familiar. It's the blues.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's it. It's the blues.
Yeah, I love the track.
Things have changed upon the way. The pain. The lights are on, but no one's home. They took it all, even your throne. Even took away your rights when there was nothing left to fight these days. There ain't no booze to drink away your pain. Oh, the pain. Well, you better start running with them instead of running from it. Would seem like really nothing. A sure turn then strap yourself in for the ride. When they take away all your control and rip apart your very soul, don't you dare try to hide what's on your mind these days. These days, there ain't no booze to drink away your pain. Oh, the pain. Well, you better start running with them instead of running from it. Would seem like really nothing. The shirt turned into something when you're looking for the light. Lost your sense of sight, you didn't see it coming. The clock you keep on punching, don't forget to hold on tight. Strap yourself in for the ride. Strap yourself in for the ride. Strap yourself in for the ride.
Well, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. It has been an honor, and I'm sure I'll see you somewhere on the circuit at some point soon.
We're gonna pass again for sure.
Definitely. Great. Thank you once again, Kyle.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line. Email us or connect with us on social media.
Focus better.
Partner better.
Sleep better.
Breathe better.
Love better. Work better. Friend better. Unwind better.
Everything gets better when you get active.
Calling all journalism students, Omni Television is once again awarding scholarships to qualified students pursuing a career in third language journalism.
The Omni Scholarship has been really conducive to my development as a journalist, and it's shown me that, like having this financial support really opens up more avenues